Okay, so now thing is that today we'll continue with the disk forensics, and we'll look at few of the things that kind of were pending yesterday regarding the cape. So there are few options that I like to kind of quickly share with you guys that you can kind of use with the cape software. Okay, so just give me 1 second and I'll start walking to the program. Start. So it's working. Let me just do that. So for the cape, I hope I am audible and it's all good. Okay, so for the cape, yesterday we looked at the modules. Now you guys already know what the module says and what the target says. So in the module, if you see, there are, if I go to Windows and let's say, so it's mcap file, and the only work of this module is basically to kind of let's say how to kind of parse certain thing, certain artifacts. So those are the things which are kind of present in the modules part. And then there's a target that we looked yesterday, and what we saw is that how the cape will kind of extract certain thing for us. So for that, it just read this file and goes to those folders and kind of extract those files. And it's very easy to kind of, let's say, add certain new folders that we wanted to extract using the cape software. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that, so that's one thing. And the other thing is we can also kind of, let's say, add few other artifacts. If we know certain things that we need to kind of pull out from the system, we can add also certain things over here in the target folder, and the cape will kind of extract those for us. So even if there are logged files, I means, let's say the registry hypes or MFT files and all, which are logged, you can't like just control C and control V like this. It's not like, it won't work with a normal copy and paste. So the cape actually works, has certain kind of softwares inbuilt, by which it can kind of read the logged files, read the log window files, and copy it to a different folder. Okay, which is not normally possible by a simple control C and control V. Okay, so that's what we saw yesterday, where the cape was showing something as deferring. Deferring means that these are log files which cape will try to kind of extract via a different way. Okay, so I hope this was quite clear. We also looked at few things. Let me just quickly go to that. So these are all the window artifacts actually, like over here that you see. Like for example, let's say mft.tcap. We will look at what this mft actually means, which is one of the most important thing actually. And thing is that it says that okay, they need to kind of copy the mft file which is existing under the C drive. So the cape will kind of copy this file and put it in the destination folder that we have specified on the argument. About a target, so target is, I think it's all very easy to understand, that it's just a way to tell cape what all files we need to kind of extract. And then there's a modules is something which says how to parse certain thing after the artifacts have been extracted, how to parse those artifacts and to kind of, so that we can understand that. Okay, so for an example, let me just do one thing. Let me just give me 1 second. Model key that is compound also. Just let me pick one of the easy one from here, and I'll just try to kind of explain that. And after that, I'll explain the bin folder, guys, to you, what that means. And okay, let me just open this one. Let me see if it is open with WordPad. Okay, so here you can see like kind of it's actually trying to kind of parse certain things, like get the scheduled task. Like in the Windows, there are several scheduled tasks that runs automatically with system privilege. Like it's one of the way by which you can kind of achieve persistence in Windows operating system. So here, what the cape is doing is that it is kind of extracting all the what you say all the scheduled tasks that has been kind of set on the suspect Windows system, and trying to prepare a CSV file out of that. Okay, so what I will do is that let me try once if this command works directly over the Windows, over the command prompt. So let me just do one thing. I'll just go and open this command prompt as an administrator mode, and so we are already inside this one. Let me just do schedule sch task.exe. Let me just see if it is there. So it is there. Now let me just do cls. Okay. And now what I will do is that I'll just say schedule task.exe, and then the same thing that has been written here in the mcap file. So let me just execute that query -v -fo, and let me see if this CSV works. And let me just do Control C. And now let's see what it is doing is okay. So I hope what I'll do is I'll try to explain this. Okay, installation is complete, right? And let me just copy this out. I think it will not be possible to copy. But if you see a little bit, like if you try to, like I'm trying to kind of, we can do is like we can export this as CSV file. But if you see, like for a CSV file, we always know that okay, there is an header, the column header. So here you see that these are the header, like host name, task name, the runtime, status, log on mode, last runtime. So these are all the details about a scheduled task in this operating system, the one that I'm running right now. Okay. And if you see for with this header, we see that okay, there are like values, and if we kind of pick at least one of them, it says host name as Windows 7, right? And then it says the task name is